Welcome to the show that delivers all the delicious topics. Everything is on the menu. We go inside the culture from artists to A&Rs to managers and memes. We may talk about entrepreneurship, sports, politics, current events, even relationships. I am your host, Lance Arrington, and I am with my co-hosts, my guys, Ryan Thomas and Ralph Dini, and this is the Hip Hop Diner.
Yo.
Let me self-correct that intro. I'm with one of my guys right now, Ryan Thomas. I don't know where Ralph is, but we just gonna go ahead and proceed. He'll come strolling in at some point, man. What's up, dude?
Nothing much.
My man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's to you as well.
Yeah.
How's it been so far?
Pretty good.
My God. I mean, I can't complain either, you know.
Yeah, except for our football season. Sad about my Eagles, but
Trash bags, but it is what it is.
no, it's not trash bags. We working. We building. It's gonna take time. That's what it is.
How you feel about your boy Jalen? You think he's quarterback going forward?
Yeah, I want
since
him
he's
here.
not Trash bags.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not bad. He just doesn't.
I
have
want
an
him
arm,
here.
so-
I want to give him a chance to see if he'll play out in a couple years. I don't want to just, get rid of him before.
Do you think he has the physical attributes to be a?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I mean, yeah, it's just a wait and see game. At this point, I guess I don't think they expected him to be the quarterback.
No,
at this
not
point,
yet.
so they just
They didn't
trying to
expect
figure
it,
out.
but since they saw that he can do the job,
I mean, yeah, like it. Yes, I expected them to be 4 wins, because the over under at the beginning of the season was like below 7 wins, and I was gonna go with the under. I was gonna go with the under. I'm glad I didn't. I didn't go with either one. Stay away from the betting.
Yeah,
but-
I knew it would be like 9 wins. 9 wins is what I was looking at.
Oh yeah, you did call that. My guy.
Mm.
You didn't say playoffs, but you was there. It would have been the icing on the cake if you was like, I told you that on the phone.
Because
like,
it didn't look like playoffs.
yeah, it did.
I'm still. This is really, he's like a rookie to me. He was on the Eagles, but he ain't play.
Who, Jalen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on the Eagles for a year and he didn't play.
No, he played a little bit last year, right?
Okay, that's what the
What, like 5 games? No, I'm saying, yeah, I agree with you. He played like 5 games last year or something,
okay.
right?
He's a
Yeah.
fucking rookie to me.
Yeah.
Me,
No, this is first
my
full
opinion is
season.
that he's a rookie.
This is first full
Right.
season.
He got
It
a
wasn't-
shot, and we can see what he can do.
It
He
wasn't
needs
fair
to be
judge
worked with.
him.
He needs time. Right. They judged him like he had years in. And
No, it's fair to judge him this year. After
Ooh.
this year, it wasn't fair to
Yeah.
judge him after last year.
But
But that's
we'll see.
We're
We'll see what happens
hyper.
next year.
I mean, because I think we're a
He's
little
gonna be here.
sensitive to the
Yeah,
quarterback
you know
position
we
as
are.
a fan base.
Philadelphia period. We're tough on everybody.
Yeah, everybody catching a little smoke right now, except for my man Joel.
Like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Getting his ass whooped right now.
Right as we speak.
20-3.
Right as we speak. I mean, he had a bad game, but he had a bad game against us. Like I was just saying, we just couldn't capitalize on it.
I hope he come back on this game just to see. Just to hear a crazy story about
Tom dropping 40 points in the last 2 minutes of a game. Like, how? Like, listen, he did it. And it's
Right.
all him throwing touchdowns. There's no defensive turnovers, no pick
It's
sixes.
ready to be
and
end of the
nothing.
second quarter. They only got 23 points total, right? And the over under still on 50. They expecting them to come back bombing.
What's the score?
20-3.
20-3. So Tampa finally got on the board.
No. Yeah. No, Tampa got on the board in the first quarter.
Well, yeah, they were up
With they
3. Yeah, then
3-10.
but LA is winning right now, right?
Yeah, they've been winning the whole game,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah,
The way it looked.
yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm on the 6s right now, I guess.
It would be so nice for them to do a comeback. Let me see what a comeback would be. $50 for Tampa
My
Bay to
man
come
laying
back
down
right
some laying down some odds, huh?
now. For Tampa Bay to come.
I mean, Nah, I don't think they got the defense to come back.
They
I mean,
don't.
they don't have the defense to stop the Rams in order for
don't.
Tom Brady to come back.
Don't
So,
take it.
so I'm gonna take it anyway.
No, I did not say that.
I'm going anyway.
I did not say that.
Like, yeah, that makes sense, but you know what makes more sense? Me betting.
I want the bum ass fucking Tampa Bay to score a touchdown right now. That's what I want.
You got any New Year's resolutions, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I mean, not no resolutions. I don't really believe in
Like that type of thing. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody need a little motivation. Neither do I. Like, if you wasn't doing it last, it's just like either do it or don't, bro. You don't really,
Yeah.
like,
I think it's an everyday thing if you want to practice and make it better.
yeah.
If you're really into making something better in your life, it should be an everyday thing, not a resolution.
That's why if you are gonna, I used to when it got before I got to the point of really getting rid of it all, because like you said, it's either every day or not.
Mhm.
I was try to start my New Year's resolutions like the November before.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Beforehand.
saying? Like the November going into the New Year, so like you already know whether you're gonna be with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's way easy. Like the new, like by the time January come, you already in the mix of it.
Absolutely.
You already going into the year winning. So that's my philosophy on resolutions, if there is any at all. I'm definitely getting back to the gym,
Yeah, me too.
and I'm going to watch my language a little more this year.
Then got a little lazy with the
Yeah, but
little
before
lazy with the gym.
Yeah, so that's why I started doing calisthenics and push-ups and stuff in the house first to make sure to work my way up to the gym. Like I don't
And I
need
got
the
every
gym.
piece of equipment that I would possibly need to work out in the crib and just sitting there like it's.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why it
collectible.
doesn't matter if you go to the gym or not. Like if you got the stuff at home and you're not using it, there's no point in buying a gym membership, right? You use it, you start there, burn that out, and then you're like, all right, I need more space. Let me get my butt to the gym. By then you already in the habit of working out.
Right.
Yeah.
Who that, Bernie Mac?
Is it Bernie Mac? Yeah, it's Bernie Mac. He comes sliding in with the what's up, dude? What's up,
No
man?
more weed, nigga.
Yeah, like look at it. He speaking to the studio audience and everything. What's up, man? What's up, dude? Have a seat, brother. Thank you, man. This guy. I'm glad you joined us, man. We was just in here talking about how we was gonna start our new year, and if we was, we had any new things we were gonna.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Dude come strolling in now.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Congratulations again.
Yeah, new daddy.
Good to see you, man. Real shit.
You all right? You kidnapped by pirates or something? You had to break free? I'm glad you made it, bro. I would have been there to help you, but yeah, like if you would have sent me the location, I'd have came and got you. Don't laugh at him. I mean, yeah, get some mic checks on Ralph. Like,
Check. Check.
I need to do the intro again. Nah, I know. No, I'm not. Nah. This-
Fuck Ralph.
He said it.
What we talking
Hey,
about?
let me get back to Ryan, because every time I turn away, I think he bet more money. And put the phone down, bro.
What phone?
He over here blowing his check on DraftKings.
I'm over here trying to find out the real reasons why
Ain't-
relationships is in distress. That's
Oh,
what I'm trying to find out.
I
on the
got a
phone.
reason.
I'm lying my
In
ass
fact,
off.
there
Go
you are.
ahead. Yeah.
I had some notes and see if y'all wanted to talk about something like that today.
Go ahead,
anyway.
spit it.
I mean, we gonna have a business. We gonna have a meeting now. Like, I guess. Let's run.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Let's talk-
See if
I
y'all
mean,
niggas wanted to
let's talk about-
it. If y'all, it's
What you
it's
got?
less likely for y'all to turn me down if I put y'all on the spot and ask the questions now and shit.
Ask
Versus
away.
if I
He
ask,
came up with
Ask
a
away.
I see this was pre-planned.
premeditated. Yep. You
Come
know what
on.
I'm saying? Ask
What's up?
for forgiveness rather than permission.
Holla.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
damn it. Let me look at
I
mine.
mean, you are late, Ralph. Let's go.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna tap in when y'all ready.
Bro, you dead airing it.
Mm. Mm.
Is one of them vulnerability in relationships?
Something like that. So to answer your question or to tap in with your question, which was why are relationships in distress? I feel like nowadays it's the woman's fault.
Why? You
90%
like
of the
that?
time. 90% of the time.
What makes you feel like that?
Yo, the
let's hear
woman has, I'm just coming up with this off the top right now because women have,
This is opinion.
of course, it's my opinion.
It's not the opinion of the hip hop diner.
This is
The opinion of
disclaimer.
Brian Thomas.
Disclaimer.
These are
Listen,
the opinion
man.
of Ralph Dini.
The woman in a relationship has the ability to make shit work. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though a man, he could be trying his hardest to make shit work. But if she don't want to, she don't want to participate, then shit ain't gonna work. That's why I said 90% of the time it's on the women. And I think one of the key ingredients to a healthy relationship is active listening.
That's true.
Because women all the time, all they do is while you're talking, they thinking about how they're gonna respond and what they want to say versus listening and active listening. Like, don't just listen, understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, where I'm coming from.
I'm
So-
just
so let me ask you
I'm just
this.
going to say that I mess up enough to know that percentage is a little high.
It's high.
That's all.
It's high.
I mess
But listen,
up enough to know that it's
if
not
It
90
needs,
10.
it needs to be
When you
exaggerated
meet a
so
chick-
that you'll
so when you meet a
understand.
chick, this
So
is
that
what
they'll
I'm trying to figure
understand
out.
that a lot
So
of
when
it
you
is
meet
on
a
them.
when you meet a female
It's not mine.
and you
It's
start
not
getting
50.
to know her,
It is. It was left for you,
Oh,
brother.
get
you
off
start
my
getting
shit,
to know her
The fuck,
And
and
thank
tell her
you.
what you want, whatever you want from her, whatever you
My
want
bad.
out of
We
a
wasn't listening,
relationship.
Ryan. Do it again. Do it again, Ryan.
When you start meeting a person, those are the things that you notice about the person, what you just said.
No. Listen, when we meet somebody that we actually
that's
like,
the problem.
that could be initial problem. But
Yeah, no, that's the problem. If you can only notice those things when it's if you're not patient enough to try to understand a person, you would the same way you would with a dude. If you meet a dude, like you don't just get cool with every dude you meet. Why? Because you're too cautious for that. You understand that it ain't just gonna be genuine with every
listen,
individual.
The reason why we
But
don't
with a
catch
female,
it,
you let your guard down. Why? Because you want to have sex with her. No. So it shouldn't be like that. You should be just the same kind of, let me, detective this person on every level and see what this person is about.
bro,
Because
it's because
that
you're
point,
you're in
Can I-
like with somebody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're dating them, you're
let your guard down.
Think about this
not
side
guard
note.
down.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not talking
No,
about
let
that.
me let
Let me
him
think about this side
opinion.
note. Can I just
Let
throw
him
this
say
out
it.
there?
Wait, let him finish the thought first. Let him etiquette. Let him finish his thought first.
See, your thought maybe because I'm gonna forget it. And
Let him finish his
let me
thought,
just place
though.
it on the
He
table.
was talking. All right.
Let me just place it on the table because it's based on what you said, and I'm gonna shut up. Do you think? Because I was thinking, do you think on some level, based on what you just said, as far as the sex aspect of it, do you feel like sometimes the less sex you have in a relationship, the more successful it's becoming? Because in the beginning, the only way you know how to communicate
Absolutely.
with your significant other is through the physical contact.
No,
Absolutely.
Can you
To
repeat
answer your
that question for me? Because I ain't.
Now,
Okay.
he's saying, do you think if you have less sex, you'll have more success in your
Is that
relationship?
a sign of your relationship? Because some people equate that to a unsuccessful relationship, but I've been thinking the opposite over a long period. Because when you, to your point, when you first meet somebody, that's all you can do. Like that's the only way because you don't know that person.
It depends how those two people.
We was just putting that on the table.
equate
We're not
sex.
ready to talk about it
we're
yet.
not.
And all I'm gonna say is just to that question. It depends how those two people equate sex. Like how important is that in their life? That's it.
I understand. No, I understand what you're saying about that. Some
It's a simple answer.
I'm thinking about where I left off at. In the beginning stage, when you're dating somebody, you overlook their flaws. You might see them, but you don't notice them. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you might notice that this person is all about herself and very argumentative when you challenge whatever her views are, which will be a big issue later on in your relationship. But you might overlook it because, damn, she bad, she got this. You're looking at what she got going on for herself instead of looking at all the negative. Because if you only look at the negative, well, not only, but if you focus on the negative, you're not going to like anybody.
That's absolutely true.
You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes you don't even know the negative yet.
They're there. Signs is always there.
No, he's right. No.
Signs are always there.
And you disregard it.
No, yeah,
you overlook it.
Yeah,
you overlook it. That shit just fly over your head like, damn, this
superficial negatives. Like
everything it is that you won't like about a person in the future, like what you just said.
Right, like, damn, this
you
bitch
just
a little
disregard
crazy.
it.
She's a little crazy, a little funny.
Hey, that's just my opinion. I agree with
crazy a little bit.
But you don't. I guess you
I
talking
know that
about
was
over
drawn,
a
but
certain
you know what?
Over the first 6 months. But you might not see a certain level of crazy till after the year and a half. So you might not know this person.
But you didn't even
you
weigh
know
it
that she has the ability to be
do that.
If you saw the ability,
you know that she has the ability to be irrational.
This goes for guys and girls. When you first meet somebody and they sitting there and you talking to them and they're telling you all the things that they don't do and other dudes don't, like, I don't do this like this, and the girl saying I don't do that because that means they do that. And then their last relationship, the person they were with was telling them that they were doing that stuff. So they're trying to deflect it early on, saying that I'm not like that. That's the first sign. If they give you a list of what they
like
don't do, that means they do everything.
On the first night, and she like, I don't usually do this.
Yeah.
Or when you get a chick over and she be like, I'm in your bed, but don't think nothing gonna happen.
That too, but it's sexual and non-sexual. Yeah, right? It's like I'm not stalkerish, or I don't go for this and I don't go for that, or I don't do this and I don't do that. Like, I think on both sides they do that. So that's the first sign right there. It's like, what list did you just run down of the stuff that you don't do? Because that's on the top of your phone. I didn't even ask you about any of that. Like, and you're not with other females that know what they do. That means you have a direct contact with these things right here. And that means your significant other was like, you do this, 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 and this. So now you trying to let me know that you don't do this, 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 and this. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I feel like, people should just put it all on the table in the very beginning. I told, like, my shorty, I told her, like, listen.
I've heard that before.
Listen to me, though. Look, hold up. I'm like, listen.
For real.
I'm like, don't like me too much. I ain't shit. What she do? She liked me too much. And what happened? I wasn't shit.
You should underpromise and overdeliver.
Listen, I don't have any expectations. That's my goal, to not have any expectations from anybody. So that way I can't be let down. Or, I don't have to, it's like I don't need them to go above and beyond to meet my standard, because shit, I don't have any expectations. Just be you, baby. If I like you, I like you. And that's what it really has to come down to, because all that fake shit, like, let me know up front, bitch, you're not going to be doing your hair every week once everything, the honeymoon phase is over. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, yeah, I could cook, but bitch, are you going to cook all the time, even after how everything going to go?
Like, once you become bored? Right. Once we're used to each other.
Right.
Is it going to be this person that I met right now with the same energy, at least for the next 10, 15 years, with that enthusiasm? And that's the thing. A lot of times that shit is a motherfucking illusion.
Yeah, but people meet that enthusiasm. But see, once you understand
that illusion, social media, 2022, baby.
People meet that. Do that with everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
People,
true.
not just relationships.
You're right. in life.
Yeah, people
Are those actors in
no,
life?
it's not acting. It's like everything new. You have a certain zeal and enthusiasm with everything new in your life, and then over time, everything burns out. A new job, a new
Everything
activity,
become
a new
routines, bro.
yeah. So once you understand that about people, like it's gonna be a honeymoon period in your relationship. Don't take it so personal. Like settle into it. That's what I'm
I mean,
saying
if you in
about
a-
the.
Had
if
no
you-
expectations, yo.
yeah, like you know that's
If-
gonna burn out.
I
And
guess
if you
it depends
know
on what age
you,
you
Yeah,
are. You right.
prepare for it.
yeah, and just and know that it's 50-50. Like, cause it's like, all right, we could sit there and we could burn our chick out and say this, that, and the third. But you best believe they can flip the table and sit there and burn us out just as much as we could burn them out. So it's like, do you even want to start that burnout? Do you want her to sit there and tell you all your flaws? Because you know what they are, but do you want to hear them? Or do you just want to realize that it's not 90-10 and it's more 50-50 and I need to work on my issue like you need to work on your issue and we should work on it together or we going to work on it separate?
When I say 90% is the fact that they have more so the power to accept the change. If they're open to it, then they can make the shit right. Versus if we're open to correcting whatever our flaws are and we trying hard as shit to please this woman, if she's not willing to accept it or bring her other half, fix her other shit, then it's gonna go downhill. Regardless of how bad we want shit to work and we breaking our back and we doing extra shit, even shit that she didn't ask for, you know what I mean? If she not open to this shit, then it's over. Like, they got the key. It's up to them.
I mean, yeah, it's not up. I guess so, bro. I think you putting all the onus on the other side, really. Like, yeah, it's up to us. I mean, yeah, it's always up to them whether they're going to accept the change. But are you changing in time, or like, what's the changes that's being made? Like, what are the expectations of it? Like, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like I said, I done messed up enough to know that, you
I
know.
go on and on about this shit.
Yeah. You
Like, for one, you gotta know yourself first before you start, to get in a serious relationship.
exactly.
You really no, and I'm serious about this shit. Like, you really gotta know yourself first.
And no one ever takes the time to do that because since elementary school, you had a little girlfriend.
Right.
Yet alone,
Nobody
Yet
ever
alone, try to know another that way. Like you said, be patient to
Date
learn another
yourself.
person, but learn yourself first.
Yeah, no one ever takes the time to do that. I was going to say that in between, like when I was talking about the laundry list of things that we tell the other person when we first meet, we also need to tell them that I just broke up with my dude or girl 3 weeks ago.
for this reason.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm fresh off one. Like, no one waits a year. No one, like, you should.
At least
I do. Because I don't meet chicks
that
and
would
be
be
out
good.
there.
That's
I don't meet
ideal.
chicks and be out there. I don't look for love. Fuck that. Fuck love. That shit hurt. Love hurt. So I don't look for that shit.
I'm single.
I mean, in fact, I try not to fall
I
in
don't
love.
think no one looks for that. That's
What?
just
Everybody,
there.
every female look for love. Fuck you talking about?
Nah, I think they meet us the way we meet them at the right age.
Tripping,
Like,
bro.
I don't. I think they be looking
female
for it.
is looking for love. No, all right. I'm not gonna say every
I
female.
think
the
that way.
people, the women that
you
actually
talking about
know
from the way
themselves.
they raised standpoint, you mean like
No,
just
I'm
the way
talking
they
about
program?
their lust, their craving to be loved and to have a relationship. They want the facade. They want that goals shit. You know what I mean?
So
they
if we
strive
don't
for that shit.
If we don't want that, if dudes don't want that also, why do we keep ended up in relationships with them? Do they keep kidnapping us and tricking us, or do we also want those things and we just not saying it?
A lot
Those
of time
things,
niggas don't
but
know
I don't think
themselves
dudes
either.
want relationships.
A lot of time niggas
I don't
know
think dudes
themselves
want
either.
relationships. I think dudes want to sleep with whoever they want to sleep with.
They want to have sex.
and have a joint.
So they do want
They want
relationships.
on call.
We want
Yeah,
our
just
cake and
not-
eat it too.
just not like committed regular relationships, like
Yeah, like you want
monogamous
like,
relationships.
Niggas want that though.
Just not
Niggas want
monogamous
relationships.
That's what I'm
relationships.
saying. So you can't say
Yeah,
that the
dudes do want
girls just looking
relationships.
for love. Like
I think
we
dudes
both
do want
the same-
relationships, just different
I did
types
say
of relationships.
not all females. The ones that know they self first, like truly know they self, the ins and outs, their flaws and all that shit, and the boundaries of what they're not going to accept from their partner and what they need from their partner. Like truly know that shit. Not know I want a 6'2" nigga with that make 500 grand a year. He gotta take me on trips and all. Not that bullshit. Cause that's just all
No,
on
that's
the outside
superficial
shit.
stuff. Yeah.
Right. So people that really know themselves, those are the ones that they're not gonna go out looking for love. They're
No.
gonna let that shit come to them.
Yeah, that's what I say about my uncle. Listen, I have an example. I always said this about my uncle, right? And I always looked at it with him from a financial standpoint, but he also knows himself. He was in the military. He doesn't need help from anybody. He's always taking the time to do things on his own, whether it was hard or easy. He's always taking the time to do things solo, whether that be go to the military, whether that be, entrepreneurship, whether that be buy his own house. So he's been in relationships and stuff like that, but it's easy for him to keep it pushing because I know myself.
Mhm.
Like I could be true. Like I don't need you long term. So to your point, yeah, and it's people that know they self and know that they need to be in a relationship long term.
You gotta be comfortable with being alone. Like you love yourself enough to know that you're gonna be perfectly fine. In fact, you're gonna be happy by yourself.
You can, yes, you can.
And
be.
then once you achieve that, then you're gonna glow and you're
I
gonna
did
attract
do
happiness.
5 years away, but I've been single for 3 years. My mom and dad both did, more than 10 years in their life where they were single.
Mhm.
And I feel the same way. Like, I don't feel no need to like be attached to someone, in a relationship.
And
I feel like opposite. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm more
And to your
peaceful
point,
by myself.
and to your point, bro, and I understand that completely
It's just
because
the way I feel.
because it wasn't until because like you said, you saw your parents each go through a 10-year stretch that they was alone,
More,
right?
yeah.
My parents, on the flip side of that, I've never seen them more than 2 hours by themselves. So to that point, like you said, it's easy for you to keep it pushing. It wasn't I had to go through BS and relationships to get to that understanding. Because I thought
that's what I was gonna say.
I thought that it was mandated, like, so you hold the guilt when you mess up a relationship. You hold the guilt, like, dang, I messed that up because it's supposed to be relationships. But that's because I was programmed that way, and you, to the flip side, was programmed the opposite. And neither one is wrong. It's just your programming.
Mm-hmm.
And once I went through the BS in relationships and realized, like, to your point, you will be fine by yourself
And happy. Yeah.
That's the thing too.
Yeah, and happy.
Personal experience. Like you see other
that's
people.
what people do.
See other people as
that's the
people's
wrong
experience.
thing, though. That's the wrong
But
thing.
your
That's
own
why I said you gotta
experience-
learn yourself first. Because a lot of times we
test
just
us out
bank
more
off
than
of-
anybody.
A lot of times we just bank off of our past relationships.
No.
It fell because of this, or it fell because of
Yeah.
that. I mean, you learning through experience. But if you stop doing all that shit, wasting your time, and really learn yourself, then you will alleviate most of the
Exactly.
fucking mistakes that you're
Yeah.
gonna learn from dealing with 5 motherfuckers.
You'll
Mhm.
alleviate relationship. You'll learn. You'll
People don't. A lot of people
You'll
don't even look at
build
that
on
like that's a
yourself.
mistake.
you'll build self-confidence. Yeah, exactly.
And I told people, younger guys that like you can't be talking to 5 chicks at the same time, bro. You ain't never
that
looking at none of them
That
chicks
shit is boring,
like you
bro.
supposed to be.
you multitasking on that level, and
You think that
messing
that's
up,
cool?
bro.
Like, you think that's
no,
normal?
at all? Like one is too much. Like one you fit. Like one you got to put a lifetime into getting one right.
You gotta try if a relationship is something. Well, if a monogamous relationship is something that you entertain, and you're supposed to give that one person time to learn them, to know how to please them. How you gonna do that with multiple people at the same time? And say that you.
Exactly, because whenever
won't
you're
make no
speaking
sense.
to one, you're not speaking to the other 4. You just doing 5 things bad, bro. Like honestly,
You're
and how
doing
much
more
are
damage
you? Yeah, like
than
you're
you're
doing
doing
more
good.
damage, and you're gonna end up looking like a weirdo in the end. Because it always fall apart. Like that type of juggling thing, it always end up like, oh, this bull crazy. Or you end up that old head that's still doing it.
60-year-old.
Yeah, like, bro, you still doing this?
Listen, man, if you want a successful relationship, ladies and gents, one thing is going to happen. If you're solely committed to one person for the rest of your life, eventually one of y'all going to cheat, if not both.
That's not true.
And cheating makes the relationship healthier. Let me explain. If you're not going to cheat, then the women, like women can be with one guy for the rest of their life, but men, we not designed like that. We not the way our DNA and all that shit is wired and all that. We're not supposed to just have one hole. We're supposed to have many holes. So
yeah,
we need a hall pass.
Listen, on that note,
y'all need a hall pass. You need to give your man a hall pass, yo.
We gonna do a part 2 of this. Next episode, we gonna let Ralph finish his theses on relationships. I'm assuming maybe we can, visit that a little bit further. But I'm glad I'm glad we back together, and I'm glad we talking, and I'm glad we getting to the bottom of how Ralph really feel. And maybe we'll talk about his new baby and his new fatherhood things that he's going through. And no, we're not going to talk about the.
I already got 10 of them motherfuckers. I don't need to talk about this little nigga.
You love. You can hear the love.
Yeah, I love the shit out that little nigga, man.
So until next time, y'all. We love y'all. And this is the Hip Hop Diner.
Peace.